Hello, mysterious audience members. The purpose of the next 5 minutes is to give you a little bit of an introduction to the platform Typeform. Typeform functions just like Google Forms, but in my opinion is more user-friendly. You will have to sign up for an account. You can try the deluxe version for a month, and then you can always have access to the free version, which allows you to ask 10 question surveys and give 10 question quizzes. I recommend trying for the deluxe edition, and I pay for it. I think it is that worth it. So I'm going to log into my account, which I already have. Again, I pay for the deluxe edition, but it should look relatively similar when you log in. All right. Anytime you want to create a new quiz or a new survey, you just hit click Typeform. They already have a variety of templates for you to use. Here are ones that I have already made. If you want to, you can have multiple workspaces. So I can have many versions of this. So let's say I wanted period 1 to have a bunch of different quizzes, and let's say period 2 I taught a different subject, and I wanted to keep all of the quizzes and surveys of the different subject area in a separate area. I just make a different workspace. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what a survey looks like and what a quiz looks like, and then I'm going to show you just the basics of constructing both. So let me show you what a survey looks like. I obviously gave you all niche day surveys throughout the year. So I'll show you how to create these, ask your questions, but what it essentially does is you build your questions for surveys, then you hit the preview button so you can see what your what your surveys are like to catch any mistakes you may have made. And what you then do is you hit share. It gives you a link to send out, and it also shares with you the results. So I know I got 64 responses. I know I got 80 people started it, but I only got 64 people to complete it. So that is how the surveys work. I'm going to go back for a second. I want to now show you what a quiz looks like, because I think this is the really cool feature. So here's a final exam that I might give students. I build it on the left side, and again, I'll show you how to do that. And on the right, it shows me what I have. What the cool thing about this is these little calculator buttons I add in. And the calculator buttons allow me to assign a point value if they get the question right. So for example, here's the question. What type of bank account allows you to access your paycheck? A debit card connects to this bank account. In fact, if you want to invest or turn investments into cash, money will have to pass through this account to spend it in another account. The answer choices are checking account, savings account, brokerage account, retirement account. The correct answer is checking account. So what I do is I assign checking account a point value of 1. I assign the savings account and other wrong answers a value of 0. And then I'm all done. So let me go back. What that does is it allows me to come up with a final score without having to manually grade it myself. So if I were to skip all the way to the bottom of my survey, I put in this little button, and it essentially tells me and the student automatically what their score is. If I want results, I just click results. And it can give me a summary, or as I like to do, it just gives me all the response items. And I'm someone who likes Excel a lot, so I can download my responses in Excel. All right, so I've showed you a survey, and I've showed you a quiz, and now I'm just going to briefly show you how to construct it. It's actually a lot of fun, and I think much easier than Google and other places. All right, so I'm going to click New Typeform. Now I can choose a variety of these templates, but I'm just going to start from scratch. All right, I'm going to call it a dessert survey because I love eating desserts. All right. So I'm going to ask my first question. You know what? I'll have a welcome screen. So I'll say, welcome to your dessert survey. And then maybe I'll add in a little image. So I'll type in dessert. Boom. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? All right, now I want to ask some questions. Let's see. I want to know yes or no questions. So, do you like dessert? And it automatically generates a yes and a no answer. Now I want to add a new question. I also want you to tell me about your best story with a dessert. All right, I'm aware no one's gonna ever ask you that question, maybe, but just go with me. And then it allows them to type in an unlimited amount of texts. Now, let's say I want them to give me an opinion. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you love chocolate pudding? So it loads a question, and then you can record a response. And we could do rating, we could do date. Let's do something cool. I like let's do the picture choice. So now they got to pick pictures. So I'll say oh my goodness, I spelled pudding wrong. All right, there we go. Which dessert looks better? So here we go. I'm going to click that little plus sign, and let's see if ice cream comes up. Yeah, ice cream. And now I want to say pie. Yeah. All right. And so now we're going to publish it. I mean, you can preview it or publish it in whatever order you want. And then welcome to your dessert survey. Start. Do you like dessert? Obviously. Best story with dessert. A dessert paid me a compliment one day. Sure, that happened. I'm like a 4 on that. And pie is definitely better than it. All right. There you go. And then you hit submit. And now you've created your survey.